Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis with Poised RC, and this is my dirty bench.
Now, I know I haven't posted in a few days, but that doesn't mean I haven't been busy.
Over the weekend, we went up to Central Indiana crawler competitions and participated in a WeRcRock event, Promod, and as you can see, we took the #1 spot, put her on top of the box. But on course 3, we had some problems, which led to a couple modifications. So I was gonna fully record a whole video of this entire event, but I never even got my camera out after I got pictures of the rigs. It was competition time. Honestly, I just wanted to drive, and that's kind of what I did. And then I forgot to film all the other trucks driving, so this was all footage that I wasn't able to use, and I figured I would just put it in here for you guys to enjoy. But there were lots of really cool rigs. We had like 10 in Promod alone. It was dope. We're gonna start off with our shifter here. This shifter plate used to mount to the top of the VFD in this location, but I took a stock VFD plate and I cut the back section off of it, and I shifted this top plate, the whole thing back, to put it in a better position for the driver to hold the shifter handles. And then I just created a new drop box to support it because it's just hanging off of the back of the VFD, but now it's against the floor, and I'm able to glue my shifter handles in and still be able to remove the dash. That was my biggest problem, was I couldn't glue the handles in because they were so far forward, and then be able to move the dash as well, which made it really inconvenient because they kept falling out, and the last thing I want to do is lose these beautiful things. But now that's all fixed, and I'm really stoked about it. The biggest failure I had was on course 3, and there was a section where we were coming down, and we had to, at the very bottom, make a right-hand turn. And essentially what you could do was you could turn your wheel, put it into a pocket, and then hit your front dig, so the rear only, and that would pivot you around to get through the gate. The only problem was my dig servo failed on me. So I had to pull that all apart, and that's what kind of brought all of those modifications to light, because I had everything apart anyways. The new servo will be here today, and we'll get that switched out as soon as possible. The titanium links for the new Unlimited build came in, and that's going to lead to our next thing. So Lance with Hardcore RC also did my titanium links on my Promod, but when he sent the new ones in, he also sent this new panel wrap. He sent a couple sheets of it, and I decided to put it on my inner fenders, and I think that honestly came out freaking sweet. It looks so good. Another update is my local friend David. He gave me a new grill to put in because mine was completely busted to shit for the last couple of months of abuse that this truck has been through, but now it looks great again. So the AR-45s, in combination with those touring car shocks that I showed you guys the other day, I picked up a Capra cage locally and just kind of finagled some links together, and I still have to get some uppers, but I can't do that until the servo and axle mount shows up. But I think this winter I'm going to build me a Formula off-road car with this thing. I've got some paddles and some 2.2 plastic wheels coming in. I picked up this Ultra 4, ultra lightweight. I call it Ultra 4, but it's just a cheap portal transmission. Just something cheap and fast. Make this thing haul butt. So this will be the, it'll never extend further than that. The compression will only go up from there. So this thing's going to be super low. It'll be pretty wide because the 2.2s, the wheels are 2 inches wide, and they're paddles. So this thing is going to look super mean. I'll get some panels on this thing this winter, get it painted up, and find an interior panel and all that stuff. But the bones of it are here, and I kind of can't wait to get this party started. Also, on the 1.9 Unlimited front, I did get a chassis in from my buddy, Jerry Moore. This one was made by Henry Santiago out of Arizona, and this is one of his moon buggy chassis. I don't know the name of it, but it looks pretty sweet. This won't be the one I'm using on this build, but it's a placeholder until the cage that I really want comes in. And honestly, I think the stance is really nice. I hope the new one sits just like this. Should be pretty darn good. We got just a little bit less than 1 tire of flex, which is right where I like it. These are Traxxas 2660s with some extended rod ends. With a normal size rod end, it would have been too low. I just put on these longer rod ends. She sits absolutely exactly how I want it to. I am still, however, waiting for the upper links to come from Hardcore RC because I measured incorrectly the first time. Don't do that. But Lance is taking care of me and making sure I get the parts that I need to have a successful build. Here we have my T3 V3. This is my straight axle beast. Love this truck. So I run an AR44 front axle, but to get to the full 70/30 that I wanted, I went ahead and I switched to an F10 rear axle. And I did this about, I don't know, probably 7 months ago. But I got in a new diff skid from Goon Squad RC, and I can't wait to actually get out and drive it. As you can see, I haven't gotten to use it yet, but I'm excited to get out and put this thing to the test. The T3 V3 is super low profile overall, and what I really like a lot is that I can flip it over and the tires are still on the ground. You can see the extensions here. If I wanted to mount a bumper going around the servo horn, I could do that. I can mount a bumper here. I'm at 13 inches wheelbase even. As you can see, we could scoot this axle back to 13.5 and still be legal axle to axle chassis coverage. I don't know why that's a rule, seems pretty stupid to me. Compact as possible. This is ready to run. This is with a battery, everything. Ready to go. Everything is low as it can possibly be. I know I've been really into the buggy stuff a lot lately, and yes, that bug has bit me hard, but I am excited to get this thing back out on the rocks. But I think I'm gonna do just a nice rebuild of this truck. Just go over everything, clean everything, bleed all the shocks, put new oil in them, just get everything refreshed, ready to go. But I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for joining us. Stay poised. We'll see you next time.